Radio Raheem here with Abel Sanchez, trainer of Gennady Golovkin. This is maybe the biggest media event I've ever seen for Triple G. What do you ascribe this to? Why do you think there's so much press for this one?
I think the last time you and I were here, we were discussing the merits of some other fighters and why they wouldn't fight Gennady, if you recall that. I think that the fact that he's been fighting and staying busy, first of all, and knocking people out the way that he has been, I think that it's captivated all the let me say the hardcore fans and some of the casual fans, and they want to know if this kid's for real. They want to see it for themselves while it's still young. So I'm happy that there is such a turnout. Hopefully the fight is as exciting as this is.
Now, you've been around the fight game for a long time. You've worked with a lot of world champions. So this spotlight, this, coming up and becoming known in this way is not new to you, but it is new to Gennady. How do you keep him grounded and keep his mind in the ring?
I think the upbringing and the fact that where he comes from, he understands that it's a fleeting moment. It's a chance that will pass him by quicker than he knows. So he's going to take all of it in. He's going to stay grounded. He's going to stay humble. He's going to stay the same guy that he was when he first started. And we'll take it as long as it goes and ride it for as long as it lasts.
Everyone's talking about this knockout streak and can he keep it alive? And like you said at the beginning, we've talked about fighters who didn't want to get in the ring with him having a hard time finding opponents. How much of it deals with him being so vicious in there? And even though you want the knockout streak, do you ever think about what you guys have to do to get opponents in the ring, make them think that he's somebody they could fight?
The knockout streak is not that important. It's important to all you guys in the media, but to us it's not as important. To us it's not as important because I need rounds. I mean, we've never been more than 10, and if we fight a Ward or a Chavez like that, those bigger guys, we may have to go 12. So if we have to do that and we don't have the experience, what is it going to be like? So as a coach, I would like for him to at least get some rounds in. I don't know how many. Of course, I'm not going to ask him to do that. If the knockout is possible, the knockout is possible. I'd rather have that, but that's the detriment to being such a power puncher, that you're not going to get the experience that a lot of the other guys have.
What do you think is the likelihood that he'll get that kind of experience against Marco Rubio? We saw Gennady in the ring yesterday. His media workout was tremendous. Rubio didn't show us much. Have you seen anything in Rubio that makes you think he can take Gennady a little deeper into the water?
Well, the experience I think that Rubio has will make it difficult for Gennady early. Once Gennady figures him out in Rubio style, and the fact that there's 9,000 Mexicans in the audience is not going to let Rubio dance too much. He's going to want to fight. So if he does, we're going to find out, one, if he can take a shot, and we're going to find out if he can punch like he says he can, or like his record indicates. Because if he hits Gennady on the chin and Gennady can't handle it, well, then we're going to have a short night that way too. So it's all questions for me also as a coach to see what I've got. I don't know what I've got. I mean, I know what I've got as far as at this point, but there has been no situations where he's had to reach down. What have we got?
This is called Mexican style. Now, we all know that Gennady's a come-forward, power-punching guy. But to that point, have you been working on his outside game? And if you come and deal with a fighter who doesn't let him get inside, are you comfortable that he can work outside and box?
My style's always has been to entertain the fans. I want my fighters to make sure that they give the fans their money's worth. And Gennady's going to impose his will until somebody can take that away from him. Then he'll have to reach back on some of the other things that we do in the gym. But the main objective is to impose his will and try to get somebody out of there, or at least make it an entertaining fight for the fans.
And lastly, Abel, considering that the entertainment is something that you value, when Gennady can take that next step up, if it were up to you, one guy could take the fight next, who would that guy be?
Oh, if it was down, it'd be Floyd. If it was up, I'd like CESAR Chavez, because Gennady wants a pay-per-view fight, and CESAR Chavez is probably the only one out there right now that's pay-per-view worthy. Maybe the winner of Cotto Canelo, if they fight, would be pay-per-view worthy. Gennady wants a pay-per-view fight. He hasn't had one yet, and he wants to see how he can do on it.
Thank you, Abel. Good luck on Saturday night. Radio Raheem with Abel Sanchez.
Thank you very much.